All right, example number 3 for us looks a little more intimidating. We have two fractions. We're going to deal with this by clearing out the fraction. And to do that, you often like to find the least common denominator. At a bare minimum, make sure that you at least multiply the two denominators together. In this case, that'll give us a least common denominator of 12. So I want to take that least common denominator and multiply it on both sides of the inequality by each of the terms. So I want to take 12 over 1 times the fraction a plus 8 over 4. Then continue having the inequality symbol. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So 12 over 1 and multiply by 7 plus a over 3. Now, the reason that this will work for us is that we can cancel. You're actually dividing. 4 will divide by 4 and give you a 1, and 12 will divide by 4 and give you a 3. So in other words, 12 divided by 4. Now, when I am writing this, I'll have 3, and that's being multiplied by the numerator that has an a plus 8. So I need to use a parentheses so that I'll remember to do the distributive property. Then you have your inequality. I want to do a similar work on the right-hand side. 3 will divide into itself, leaving a 1. 3 will divide into 12, leaving a 4. So I'll have 4. And again, that's multiplied by something with a plus sign. So I need to put that in parentheses. And now you have parentheses. We want to remove parentheses doing the distributive property. So 3 times a, making 3a. And then plus 3 times 8, which makes 24. You have your inequality symbol. And then on the right-hand side, very much like the left, 4 times 7, 28. And 4 times a, it's plus 4a. So we want to continue by getting the a's on the left side. I'll do that with subtraction. I'm going to subtract 4a from both sides of the inequality. That's going to give me negative 1a plus 24 is less than or equal to, this is zeroed out, and we have 28. I'm going to continue on by subtracting 24 from both sides of the inequality. And when I do that, this will zero out. I'll have negative 1a is less than or equal to 4. Now, so that I have plenty of room, I'm going to repeat that line. So I have negative 1a is less than or equal to 4. I'm going to divide both sides. Now look, I'm dividing by a negative. So I have to remember that when that happens, I will need to reverse that inequality. So it had been less than or equal to, look at it reversing, and then 4 divided by negative 1, making negative 4. So my final answer, A, is greater than or equal to negative 4. And I might just show a quick graph for that. So negatives go to the left. Greater than or equal to would be a solid dot, and it would be pointing to the right. They are greater than or equal to negative 4. So that's what a graph would look like for your negatives.